Hi, I'm Nick Shell with FamilyFriendlyDaddyBlog.com, which is a real blog. This is the video channel for it. Here's my epiphany I had today. So, as you may or may not know, I'm a stay-at-home dad, and as I was getting the kids ready out the door today, I was remembered how my wife told me last night. She said, "Okay, so our son will be in school all next week, but then the following Monday he's off for Martin Luther King Day." And I thought, oh, that's right, they get off of school for that. I don't remember getting off for school for Martin Luther King Day when I was a kid, but I'm glad it's a holiday. I've come to the point where I'm very grateful for that holiday, and at the same time, I've become growingly skeptical of Columbus Day. Now, please know, this is not a political thing. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a political guy. I'm not. I equally distance myself from both political parties, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I'm not a political guy. I'm just a guy, is all I am. I'm just a dad. But it's interesting to think about this concept. It's almost as if Martin Luther King Day serves as the perfect foil for Columbus Day. Now, here's where I'm coming from. So, Martin Luther King Day, we celebrate all that happened with the civil rights movement in America. What an embarrassing history we've got in America, and now by talking about it, by having conversations about it, we can help overcome that and get to a healthier place. So I'm all about Martin Luther King Day. It's very important. And at the same time, it serves as a foil, because then we've got Columbus Day. Now, I know some people think there's nothing racist about Columbus Day. Come on, Nick. Well, I'm one of those people who feels that Columbus Day is a racist holiday. You know, the argument, people will say that it's not racist. They'll say, well, no, it's just a way that we celebrate Christopher Columbus discovering America. But that's kind of laughable, because people had already lived here for thousands of years. And then, oh, here comes, an Italian guy that was sent through Spain, and he discovered Central America, the Caribbean, and then, I'm not going to get into the details, but it was a very violent transaction that happened after all that. There was a lot of murder, and that's just kind of playing it down a little bit. There was a lot of other bad stuff that happened too. But we're celebrating Europeans discovering the people who already lived here, the land. Oh yeah, there's people here, let's kind of take care of them. So we're celebrating Europe discovering a land that they could call their own, and called America, which America itself is an Italian word as well. So it's a celebration of the European birth of this nation that we now call America. But in modern day, though, in 2018, when we look around and we see how ethnically diverse we are, you know, when we see what a trend it was in the holiday season of 2017 that people were giving each other DNA tests, MyHeritage, 23andMe, and stuff like that. I've got a separate, actually on this YouTube channel here, so much of my content is based about that. We talk about those DNA test results. As Americans, we're fascinated by our ethnic diversity, how many different cultures we are here in America, and that ultimately we're all Americans, and we're proud of that. But Christopher Columbus Day is just, it's a weird one. It'd be one thing if no one already lived in America, if there weren't already people here. But the fact that we're celebrating Europeans discovering it, to me that definitely has racist undertones. Because what about the people who were already here? And what about what Christopher Columbus and his men did to the people who are? Check it out in someone else's YouTube channel. I'm not going to talk about it. That's too dark for me to talk about. All right, back to the point. Martin Luther King Day is about recognizing the need and how the importance for civil rights. And then we've got Christopher Columbus Day, ultimately celebrating the Europeans discovering America when it was already here. To me, those are complete opposites. If anything, what Christopher Columbus Day should be is a celebration of celebrating our diversity. That's what I would love Christopher Columbus Day to be, and we would change the name. I think we need a day to celebrate, not to ignore the fact that we're diverse, you know, but to celebrate the fact that we've got so many different religions and races and ethnicities and nationalities here in America. That's what America is, and that's what it was when it was being formed. And we're tending to forget that, I feel. So I say, Forget Christopher Columbus Day. Let's have a day to celebrate diversity. And in the meantime, we've got Martin Luther King Day, which is specifically to take a look through history and look at what African Americans have overcome in America. And I'm so happy that day definitely is very, very important. I'm so happy that exists. But I feel that that's the closest thing we've got to celebrating diversity and ethnicity in America. So I'm hoping, personally, that one day we don't have Columbus Day anymore. We have some other way to officially celebrate all the diversity that's in America. To me, that is more relevant than Columbus Day. Columbus Day is a joke. It is a joke, and I think it's honestly kind of an insult to our intelligence as Americans. That's how I feel about it. So, feel free to disagree, feel free to agree, feel free to leave a comment, because that will only further the conversation. I might make more videos about it. I'm all about having intelligent conversations that we need to have, even if we don't feel comfortable about it. I think this helps America move forward and we can understand who we are better. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. After all, I'm a stay-at-home dad, and that helps bring us income here. Even if you hated this video, you might still want to watch other videos just to see how much you disagree with me on those. All right, thanks for watching.